So some things about the insurance industry as a whole that I think that are really, really cool that a lot of people just don't know. Number one, I stayed away from it for a long time because I thought I'd write a policy on a person and I have to wait 30, 60 days to get paid. It doesn't work like that, guys. There are big companies out there that do it that way. I'm in the simplified issue space. That's what we specialize on. Can we sell those other products? Sure we can. Do we want to? Not necessarily. Because I would rather go in a home, middle income America, and take care of them, make sure they get the best product for their situation in their life, whether it's a final expense product, a term to cover their mortgage, or whatever. And that's really what we focus on. Simplified issue in the home. Now we do telesales as well now. We have that position, so if you're looking for a place that, hey, I can work from home, but really I can go in an office and learn, right? I can get to an office near me. We have offices all over. We have Workspots where you can pay a very small amount of money. Allows you, not only gives you lead discounts, which is great, but it also puts you in an office setting where you can be around some of the top producers in this industry and learn. So, but you can make money in a thing that I believe you make a difference every day. So for me, I looked at the insurance world as like, in life insurance, it would be like I had to wait a long time to get paid. When I found out that there was a simplified issue and I can literally go and sit in front of you, okay, and the way we get paid is whatever the premium is, we would multiply that by 12, right? And whatever your commission rate would be, you would get that commission, okay? And they would pay you 75% of that money up front, right? So that's how that works. So a great example would be if you were on a 100% contract, which we start anywhere from, most of our guys are starting 80, 90, somewhere in that percentage range. It can go as high as 145 on the carrier comp side, okay? So whatever the carriers offer us and that type of thing based on the size of your business. Well, if you're at 100%, to use nice, easy numbers, you could take 100% of, let's say the average premium would be $100, for example. That's $1,200. You would get 75% of that up front, and that's $900 that goes into your bank account. That's how we get paid, okay? That's what they call an advance. It's 9 months advance based on that 1 month's business, okay? Now, they also still pay you months, 10, 11, 12, right? And then starting month 13, you get another thing that's really cool about life insurance, and that's renewal income, which you want to work hard for a few years so you can have renewal income that can replace your full-time income, maybe where you're at, and you have that money coming in. That's how that works, right? The other thing I love about it is they get to coach. Like right now we're teaching and training. Hopefully there's one or two things you take from this. But you're creating a life, you're creating culture in your business. You can create definitely a bigger life for your family, I believe. Again, I like to work with people that want to work hard. And what does that work look like? Well, it's showing up at the office. It's dialing the phone to talk to other people, setting appointments. It's going into a home or business or over the phone or whatever the case may be and taking care of their family, right? We do that. But it's really just making a difference, right? Creating those renewal incomes coming in. The teaching and coaching part comes to if I'm talking to, Sam or whoever it might be. Robbie, I remember we have a guy that works for us, right? His name Robbie, and he came in the office here, Robbie Wells actually, and a couple of years ago came into our office with like less than $300 in his pocket. He worked out of the Roanoke office, which was much smaller than the one we're in now, and I remember it's literally changed his life in the last 2 years. And what I mean by that is now he has his own place. He works in the office in the Charlotte area, moved there, but he just watched. He watched and learned. He took that money, we got him some leads, he dialed, he worked hard, he was teachable and coachable, and now he literally protects, on an average, about 20 families per month, right? When we talk families, you multiply that out, and you can do the math on what I just talked about earlier, because each one of those families would be in that scenario. So he makes good money for himself. He's able to run a profitable business and do the things he loves to do, which is help people. And so those are stories we have all the time. I had a guy recently just start with me. His name is Josh Weeks, and he started with us, and he told me he had $150 to invest in leads, right? Because it's good to have those leads. Like I came from where we used to knock on doors. Now I have the ability to go into a CRM and pull leads at a very low cost. They can go in there from a few cents in some cases up to 10, 11, 12 bucks or something like that. But again, I'm calling someone who's asking for my help. It's not necessarily sales. But if you're good at sales, this means you'll be better at it. As long as you care for people in your heart and you want to help people, you can win here. Well, anyway, Josh didn't tell me this. I said, hey, dude, I'll invest as much in you as you invest in me, okay, based on the contracts and different things that made sense to do, getting him started, right? What I didn't know is he went out and DoorDashed over the weekend to make a little extra money, and he came in with $150. He didn't tell me that. I thought he was just putting that in. His first month, he had about 17 families he protected, right? Again, that was really good, and he's still going, and now he's starting to grow a team and things like that. But working on getting better every day. So we have stories like that. There's people that, Mike Curry's a friend. His wife, he I want to retire my wife. He was able to do that. My wife worked at a corporate America, and if it wasn't for us taking a leap of faith a couple years ago and jumping into this business after 19 years over here, who knows what our life would have looked like, because she lost a corporate job where she was making over $80,000 a year. And when you lose that kind of income, and then, I was actually in the field helping families, but because of bonuses and other things, I was able to take some time and continue to build my business. It didn't hurt me. So there's just so many things about the insurance industry people don't understand. So mentioning bonuses, we have bonuses from the carriers we can earn. We have bonuses from Family First Life that we can earn. We have bonuses from building our business that we can earn on top of all the other incomes as extras, which I like to say. So those are some things as you're watching this and you're thinking, hey man, I've thought about insurance, I'm just not sure if it's for me. So again, are you willing to show up? Are you willing to be teachable and coachable? Are you willing to communicate? I think that's a big one. I'm a big communicator. I think if you communicate, you can work yourself through anything. Are you willing to be teachable and coachable? I think is the biggest one of that. But those are some things that are on my mind and my heart today that hopefully help somebody, and we really just want to try to add value. We want to bring energy anytime we can to help the people out there, bring the energy to your life, motivation, whatever it is you're looking for. A couple things I want to share, like first of all, motivation it's just that, it's motivation. What you really need to find, in my mind, it's the people that do the best, I think, is they really find their why inside their heart, meaning, why am I doing something? Am I making an impact on others' lives? Do I want to change the world one person at a time? Do I want to, in our business, it's helping the sales guy or sales girl, which we're not even really in sales, because in insurance, simply we're doing something that someone's asking us to do, meaning they're asking for us for our help. So I think when someone asks for your help, it's like you're not really selling anything. Now, can you sell? Yes. Can you pick up a few skills along the way? Yes, you can. And that's through doing. And my thing is taking action. So whatever it is you're doing in life, whatever it is, if you're starting a new venture, you're starting a new business, you're starting in our world, right? Insurance, it's taking action. One of my mentors, Andrew Taylor, always says, when I call him, I'm like, hey man, I want to tell you about this guy, or hey, I want to tell you about this girl's getting started with us. The first thing out of his mouth would be, well, okay, do they have leads when they're down on the phone? Meaning, are you taking action? Do you have the right attitude? Are you showing up? Those are things that people don't understand that they can control. I love it. When I talk to my wife, she always says, like, when people worry, she always likes to say, wait to worry. We do a lot of that. Stop worrying. I think it's taking action eliminates a lot of that fear. Taking action, dialing the phone, taking action in whatever it is you're doing, it eliminates the fear automatically because you're taking the action. It's like, when I played sports growing up, I remember, playing football at a high level, it was high school. I chose not to go a different route in college and things like that. But in Georgia, it's like you're born to do that, right? They kind of know. And I wasn't the biggest guy out there, but I could run. Like, I knew that. So I could outrun you and run away from you if I needed to, if I had to. My point is, I remember going out there and it was like going to war with that team. And we're looking for people like that. We're looking for people that want to be a part of a great team, that aren't afraid to go to battle together, or aren't afraid to be back to back and create that family atmosphere. I think that everybody in our business, I see as family. I see of us going to war every day. And when I say war, we're just out there doing the same things over and over again. It's nice to know you're in battle with other people. Other people are doing the same thing as you day in and day out. Whether it's dialing the phone and servicing the customer, whether it's, going out and seeing people, whether it's dialing the phone or knocking on the door, whatever the case may be. I think that's important. So these are some things in my heart I just want to share. And I believe that if you're in a place right now, if you're not with Family First Life, you're not in our business, that you want to change your life, there are ways you can do that. First, you got to make the decision. Second, you got to, in my mind, I would pray about it. I would talk to a significant other. If you're married, definitely talk to your spouse. Talk about some of your goals and dreams and things that you want to accomplish in life. And if where you're at's not getting you there, then why would you stay there? If you're uncomfortable, then it's okay to be uncomfortable. I've learned that a lot. Like, I think the more you can get uncomfortable, the more success you can have, because you're learning when you're going through those uncomfortable situations, whatever that might be. So going back to the football thing, I remember as soon as I got hit, or I hit somebody, I wanted to hit the opposing player as fast as I could. The good news is I got to be a kill man on the team, and I could run down and just run into somebody and dive or hit them or whatever. But once I got that first hit, all the butterflies went away. And if you didn't have butterflies, I don't know that we're human. I think we might have it for a minute, but I know for me, it was just I had to get that out of the way. I wanted to hit somebody the first play no matter what it took. And if I was returning the ball, I didn't really want to get hit necessarily. I wanted to make sure I didn't get hit, but at the same time, when they hit me and, I took a good hit or whatever, I'd get up and, hey, let's go, So I think what I'm trying to say is when you're in a place, wherever you are in this business, whether it's you've got to get out. We used to always say the hardest door you'd ever knock on, or the hardest door you'd ever enter would be your own. Meaning, you've got to get out of your house, number one, and you got to get out of your car to make something happen. You got to go to the office, whatever it takes. So those are just some mindset things. So if you come in the right mindset and whatever we're talking about today, I'm hoping it helps just one person. I always say, can it help one person? I do believe it can help one person.